I've just found this video. I think it was recommended to me actually, no surprise there. Yeah, Channel 4 again. The people who employed Paul Taylor, if you remember, when he was on there pretending to be a homeless person, talking about the plight of the homeless on their fake news. So, talking of Channel 4 and fake news, let's have a look at this video. You'll like this, from a year ago. Here we go.
The eve of Sukkot, and this Jewish community in North London is preparing for 7 days and 7 nights of festivities. But the streets are shared with a noticeable police presence, and a report released today might help explain why. Hate crimes against Jews have increased by nearly a third since 2010, according to the Home Affairs Select Committee report, and the volume and viciousness of online abuse is unprecedented. It's all news that comes as no surprise to the community.
We will get calls from visibly Jewish people, whether it's in London, North Manchester, Gateshead, Leeds, other places, who tell us that on a regular basis when they walk to and from synagogue, they get abuse shouted at them by people on street corners, by people from passing cars. They may get stones or coins thrown at them.
Well, that's it then. That's why you've got armed police patrolling the streets with MP5 versions of MP5s anyway. Yeah, isn't it? In full combat gear and body armour, because of coins and abuse being thrown from cars as they drive past. Not even sustained abuse of any kind. But you need armed police, do you? Jews need armed police for that. I wish I got that kind of protection.
And for too many people, this is something they feel they have to put up with because it's just part of being Jewish.
The report shows an 11% rise in anti-Semitic incidents in the first half of this year compared to 2015. It also shows the number of people in Britain with anti-Semitic attitudes rose by 50% in just 12 months. And as many as 1 in 20 adults in the UK could now be characterised as clearly anti-Semitic. Daniel and Theo are barely in their teens.
Check these for actors.
Children who say they've had vicious hate shouted at them by grown men.
We were getting onto a bus and a car was driving by.
Drooping delight, Sinner's smiling, and the other one smiling.
Put on our head. The car slowed down and shouted, "You Jewish."
I was just thinking, why do they feel that way just because we're Jewish? I just felt it was unfair, and I just hadn't experienced anything like this before.
As bleak a picture as this report paints of anti-Semitism across the...
Oh, it's bleak, isn't it? It's bleak. When there's vans driving around, yeah, racist vans like there was a few years ago, targeting Muslims, paid for by the state, yeah, then you can call it, you know, extreme.
The whole of the UK. Some of the most critical lines are reserved for the Labour Party, saying there is, quote, safe space for people with
Now he's going to tell you all about the red and the blue team.
vile attitudes towards the Jewish people. It also goes on to say that on this issue, Jeremy Corbyn has shown, quote, a lack of consistent leadership. It's of a different order to criminal hate speech, but the report cites cases like Naz Shah, who was suspended by the Labour Party for anti-Semitic Facebook posts before being elected to Parliament, and Ken Livingstone, who defended her before making further inflammatory comments. He was suspended too, but Ms Shah was allowed back into the party less than 3 months later.
See how they do a close-up on a skin complaint on the Muslim lady.
Every political party has a problem and can and needs to do much better on tackling anti-Semitism. But let's not beat around the bush. The Labour Party has a particular problem with anti-Semitic incidents at the moment over the last year, and that's under Jeremy Corbyn's watch, I'm afraid.
Jeremy Corbyn today has
Here's the red team lot.
criticised the
Red wing of the bird.
report for unfairly focusing on Labour. He also said that under his leadership, Labour has taken greater action against anti-Semitism than any other party.
So there you go. Peace.